I'm assuming live. Sorry, you know when you say something.
Nice.
Hi everyone, welcome back to today's Vault, where we are. I am still a stream professional. So today we have Oberon as Bailey. That's not the right way around. We have Denon as Zoys.
Whoa, hey, I'm Zoys.
We have Milkshake as Abraham.
You
Fucking
are.
hell. I'm on a roll today.
But for this session, I am Yuba.
Fucking hell. The fuck?
He's back.
All Goliaths are interchangeable.
Yes. No.
So, last session, it was very much an RP sort of session, but a lot of stuff happened. I started off leaving the flesh market with Abraham ultimately rejecting the heart of Goliath to repair his own. Come on, in.
I've got to admit, I think that Goliath was very happy I did that.
Good. And as they were walking away and going to go find a library for some of Abraham's personal things, they encounter an elf that seemed to have a fractal tattoo on their face, and recognizing this elf was also an Eladrin, Abraham pointed out to Oberon, who also then recognized it as being the guard of their older brother. Meeting up, they discovered that the older brother was on the same side of the continent as they were, also being in the material plane, weirdly as well. And that the brother had sold the guard into the gladiator pit in an attempt to raise some gold. Oberon had questioned the guard, finding out that the guard had stated that their brother and the two guards that protected him had been exiled and now were wandering around for sanctuary, and was then brought to the arena to try fighting off her debt, or more correctly trying to buy back her freedom. They follow them to the gladiator pit. Alright, I'm trying to remember what the fucking order of everything was. I don't think their fight was straight away. They had to go then talk to the library, I think is what you went first.
Yes, went to the library, yes.
You went to the library, discovered some books in relation to Abraham. Also, while finding out that this library seemed to carry much knowledge, seemingly very strictly organised by a main librarian who seemed to have the rest of the attendees at their whim. And after finding out said knowledge, buying a book, also I think Oberon selling some books, they then quickly went over to the War Office in an attempt to find out about the contract on Zois's tribe. They discovered that the tribe had it was an Orcish tribe that picked up the contract to both one exterminate Zois's tribe and two others at the same time. And it was called for a full eradication of their three tribes. I believe then, after delivering a package to the because this guard had pointed out that there might be the ledger office might have the skeletons of some of these tribe members of the goblins. They delivered a very quick package to the ledger office with one of the attendees promising to potentially give a helping hand in regards and to organise a meeting for the next day. And then they went to go see the arena, where they watch the guard of the older brother fight and absolutely slaughter a three basically slaves who are trying to fight their way out of the pit. Oberon, selling some potions, then managed to raise enough money to buy out her contract, letting her be free. And then when they stay somewhere for the night, I don't think anything happened that night. No.
No, nothing did happen. I don't think.
I think it was just a gentle rest, and which they then woke up, went over to the Ledger's office, and the Ledgers were able to find two skeletons of importance. One being Zoise's mother, seemingly missing some of her bones, but at least having the most of them, and also being pointed out to being the elder of the tribe as well. They asked the Zoe's mother some questions, which Zoe's was having issues, obviously trying to talk to his dead mother's skeleton, and that's when we ended the session. There's a lot of recap there. If there's other video we can go watch. If you want to go watch the previous VODs, if you have not, they're up somewhere on YouTube. Yep.
They were on YouTube?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I kind of want to watch them now. Oh.
No, especially the first couple of them, the audio, Yeah. But if you can bear with it and grit your teeth through the episodes, they are there. So yeah, that is when we leave. We start off. You guys are still staying in this Ledger office with this skeletons and everything. You cannot ask him any more questions, nor can you cast a spell or speak with dead for another week on her. Also, they're hanging by at the second they're kind of hanging in. I think I described it as kind of like movable coat racks. It kind of looks like.
Yeah.
No.
You know what? Abraham will help.
No. How many does that put you up to? It's been a process, isn't it?
Happening.
One day Oberon won't have kidney failure. One day I'll have a heart that works.
Well, it's a lot less likely than other. That requires a lot more effort.
Oh, that's bad. I don't know if we even do have any more questions. Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. This is a good point. To be fair, I was going to say, it's not often that you get some goblins that are so readily wanted to be murdered. Yeah.
Knowledge.
It's not every day your goblins know something.
Yeah, so I shall go and cast the Ukudi Boogity and
Ah, yes.
summon the chief.
Big to be swiggity. I believe so. So you see, as you saw with the mother, the kind of skeleton kind of crack into place. You see kind of the insight you raise, and it seems like it is ready for any of the questions. I'll do as I did last time. I'll remove the limitation on. I think everyone should be able to ask you questions that the caster should be designating, essentially. Because I think that makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies, just put my notes.
So, what is thy first question?
Say that again. Hmm. This is probably something I don't know.
Probably not, I imagine.
Is that like common knowledge, do you think?
Okay, let me consider the art. Okay, let me ask the question again, just so I'm just thinking all the points of how to answer this. Okay, sorry, I'm thinking the best reply for this and how the hell this fucking goblin responds. Um, One was in control of the psychic domain. The other was in control of destruction. Us three defended against the forces many years ago.
I've got a question. The knowledge that the three tribes was lost, is it able to be obtained once again to protect the realm?
An X might be found, but if it was lost, then it will be lost again. It was a gift from our forebearers. What spell? That's a question for you, Moshrik. What does it say?
Let me get my finger. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 10-minute duration.
Oh yeah, then yeah, it's up. Yeah.
So we now know what the other tribes had. Yes. Wrong. I hope. Zois, do you have any questions that you can think of?
No, not really. Yeah, I kind of just want to crack on and find out why, really. But I feel like we've already exhausted that route.
I
suppose we can go into more detail on that. Ask him if he knows who specifically set the bounty on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
So yeah, I will then ask. Do you know who set the orcs upon you?
I do not know, but I can hazard a guess. Those who fought about us in the past, those of Arage's legions.
Okay, so we've 100% confirmed that it was Porchania.
Yep. And that is a surprise to no one. Sadly.
We got two more. I mean, Zois, you've used your spellbook before. Maybe there could be relics that can empower it.
Yeah.
We could ask about that.
Yeah, sure. I'll ask about that then. Is there a relic that can power it?
There are two in the world. One is a staff. It is able to change how death affects thee. The other is a ritual to make you the child of death.
That sounds dodgy, that one.
Doesn't sound great.
Did we lose the last
Child of
question
death.
to ask about said ritual? Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of lost with the child of death.
Yeah. Do we want to go into more detail on that one?
Yes.
It's
I would
quite an
say
intense title.
Like, can you explain this ritual for the child of death? No. Shit.
The child of death is dead.
Dead to rights.
Do not know
Nice.
the ritual, but as the myth says, the child of death is the who will resurrect the soldiers who are waiting.
Okay, that's not that bad. I think child of death is more referring to someone really strong necromantic magics. Not
This is
I'm gonna
fine,
go around and
yes.
murder everybody.
This is so much better than it could have been.
Okay.
You see the skeleton come to a rest after that question.
Orm pulls out a little notebook. He's adding stuff to the to-do list.
Yes.
The list just forever gets longer.
Where was it
Never
that
ends.
Sazis said my brother was?
Sorry. Fucking hell. Pezza.
Did we get a specific city in Pezza?
No. She kind of had left. I think she just got told that is the area I was going to. Essentially. God, it's fucking cold. It's fucking brutal. Ugh. I do imagine that the there's aspects where someone keep maybe someone walks in for the second, turns around, and it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I imagine that would be fucking weird to look at. They're talking to the skeletons, they're responding. The fuck?
Right, I'm just quickly making a to-do list because there is lots of things that we have currently got on the agenda. I've currently got Spider Quest, Volcano Land, and the face stuff that's happening. Anything we want to add?
Volcano Land.
We've obviously got Goblin Relics.
The endless torment of goblin relics.
I feel like we found out stuff about your stuff, Abraham, but I can't remember.
We have found a little bit about my stuff, but I need more books to learn more about Goliath Wars, the leaders.
Okay, I'm just gonna put Goliath.
That's going to be an ongoing.
That's an ongoing one. Goliath stuff.
Goliath fun times.
Yeah, I am currently writing Abraham's diary as we speak.
Ooh.
As well. Seems important.
I've even got a fountain pen, so it looks like it's been written by a child.
Ooh.
It's like smudging all over the pages.
Don't forget about Waterworld as well, that's happening.
Yes.
What was that?
Don't forget the spider stuff.
Yeah, Spider Quest is the first one. I really shouldn't be the one making this list. I give stuff weird names.
That's fine.
We'll all forget what they are by the
Spider
end of
Quest,
this.
Fey Banishing, Volcano Land, Goblin Relics, Goliath stuff, Arage Relics, and Waterworld.
Waterworld's such a bad
I'm
movie.
gonna put Erlen's sister on here as well because that one just boggles the mind.
Is Waterworld the one with the floating city?
Yes.
Oh, and he had
Yeah,
gills
the,
in it.
the-
That was
yeah.
weird.
It was weird.
Post climate change world.
Yeah, this is 2024.
Well, I think that's it. It's only like 6 or 7 things,
Spinning plates.
and some of them are of world-ending importance, so it's fine. Oh yeah, I should probably add afterlife shenanigans as well. That seems like a thing we should remember. Afterlife shenanigans, cool. So what first?
There's only 7 points on the list. It's not that much.
Ah.
I mean, the plus side is they're all in the same direction from here. Except Waterworld, but I don't think we're doing that one.
We were ignoring it and hoping for the best.
It will bite us in the ass later. What was it? What was it? The spider wanted you to do, Zoys.
I had to go find. I think I had to find an artifact.
It was in this.
The relic in the water, the relic in the lake.
Yeah,
That's
this-
it. That's
this-
the one.
This big lake, wasn't it? Oh, look at that. My
We're not
thing's
far off
not
now.
working.
Where are we currently?
We are. Yeah.
Here. So yeah, it's not too far to go.
Actually, this lake he was talking about.
That's not a lake.
That's a lake.
They're just gonna scout around for like 10 years.
Well, shall we just take today to restock and get transport to head north?
Yes.
A nice chill one.
How about we
will
do
say-
that? Oh god, sorry.
Are you leaving the building at the second? Or would you be leaving the building?
Probably.
Yes, I would have thought so.
Okay, so I will say now there is a condition on the land. It's not a major one, but as the volcanic cloud has now spread across kind of the whole planet, it has started to get colder in temperature, as mentioned before, but the lighting of the world has now become dim.
Oh.
Unlucky Abraham.
You are still able to see. It is merely just dim lighting. what that does for let me just see if I can find it. There is something which gives it something. I can't remember what it is. It gives disadvantage on perception checks.
Ooh.
What if you already have disadvantage on perception checks?
It gives you straight nothing.
Double disadvantage.
Yes.
Now, for those who have vision, like nighttime vision, it still remains to be bright because you basically go up a level. When I wrote this, I was expecting there to be a bit more of not just one person who's got night vision, by the way, as a condition, but whatever.
Is that just me?
No, you're fine. You've got
No,
devil's sight.
we've both got that.
Oh, cool.
It's Abraham who's like,
Oh.
it just makes it a bit darker.
I imagined you two would also notice it is darker, but it's less of an effect. But you know when you kind of have like your eyes kind of focus very quickly. That's what probably I imagine what happens.
Nice.
This feels like a very important thing that we should probably focus on.
Yeah.
But I also kind
Well,
of
we've also got your brother to look after, your daughter.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about what's going on with the face stuff.
It's one of them. I think at this very second, your daughter Auburn is high priority due to the cost we've already had to do to save her once. I think.
Oh, she can apply the sunk cost fallacy.
I believe that she could be suffering for something that's not her fault.
Yes. Trouble is, if old Papa Zilvala is blocking people from going into the Fae, not a great deal that we can do right now.
The other option is going to the volcano.
Jump in.
I kind
End
of
it
feel
all.
like we should go to where Zoy's needs to do his thing, have a little look around, because it's the first thing on the way.
Yeah, okay.
If we go there, and then we can basically straight line to the volcanoes and probably meet up with and investigate the Fae stuff along the way. Maybe get some friends to come with us. Who knows?
Who knows?
Also, do you have sending prepared?
Do I have what to? Sorry?
Do you have sending prepared?
Yes, I do.
Could I get you to send a message to a friend?
Of course I can. Just to let you know, I'm using quite a few spell slots.
That's why I think we should use today to restock.
Okay. Yeah.
It's power gaming it.
I just don't want my already fucked up cleric to go into a fight not at full strength. Thank you.
Yeah. Sending is ready.
I
Have
would
25
just
words.
put the message in the chat, because I think Auburn would probably take you aside and do this.
I've got 25, right?
Basically, I've written it. It's 24. Am I leaving it up to the DM's discretion whether Fae folk is one word? If you could send that to Sable. Oh boy.
Oh.
I want him to get involved in this. He could suffer with us.
Plus, Rain comes back, and I love Rain. I think Rain's cool. Hopefully.
So for the stream, we've said
So,
Oberon's father is up to something. He is banishing Fae folk. Many things are going on in the east. Meet us at Pezza. Bring rain.
You just see like Abraham go and like close his eyes for a second, and then just open them and say, "It is done. I shall."
Wait. I get a response.
I was just about to say, and I shall let you know once I get a response.
Okay.
It's like, I'm in prison. Sad face. XOXOXOXOXO.
Have you got bail money?
How much is the bail?
I imagine there's a bit of shock in his voice. What? Oh, okay. Christ, you don't really do a lot of walking, don't you? Rain is the elf from the. I imagine like part of it. It's like,
He's our gopher. He's fine.
okay, on the way. It's going to take me a couple of weeks.
Fine. My plan is to hopefully meet up with him after we don't die at the volcano. Right, guys? We don't die at the volcano.
Saying that. Yeah, he's going to be coming, but it's going to take a good while, a couple of weeks at least.
My Discord just completely dropped.
The power of mass descending just disappeared for a brief moment.
He said 25 words in Discord.
Literally just my internet just completely stopped for a moment there. That was weird.
Oh.
Did you hear the message of this?
I did, yes. Like, it was I heard the message, I then responded, and as I responded it cut out.
What'd you say?
I was just saying that's fine. The plan is to go to the volcano, and hopefully by the time we're back, he's there. And we don't die at the volcano. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Max, where are you guys going? What are you guys doing?
Is there anything anyone needs?
I was going to go back to the library and have a look at the other books.
That sounds like a pretty good plan, to be fair.
What are you up? And anyone else just want to check before we start wandering off?
I'm gonna go with him because as we ended last time, I remembered that there's things I need to look at.
Cool. So, you head up to the library, and you can probably obviously ask the librarian what kind of books would you like to find?
Well, I still remember the sections that were last time because I only checked a couple of them, didn't I? There's still a couple left. So I was going to go because I went to section A, where I found the cookbook which I'd already previously seen.
Yeah.
The one about Goliath something rituals. And then I found the book which was in C, so I'd like to go to D and search there.
Okay. So, as you get to section D, you find a book labelled Smiths of the Goliaths.
Oh.
And what you find is kind of Goliaths, because they're quite big as entities, yourself being 8 feet, right?
Yes.
And I imagine there's probably a lot bigger Goliaths in up to 12 feet tall, I think they can get up to.
Mm-hmm.
You find that there is a lot of the book is discussing the practices of the smithing years ago, as Goliaths had to make kind of big swords for themselves, and there wasn't enough metal. You find out the ways that they were able to extend the amount of metal they needed, mounting the metal onto stone as a base, so the actual sharp edge will be it's kind of more like a metal covered stone.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. And you find out that some of those Goliaths were taking it up to some extremes. Some of them having 15-foot long swords. And it said that most of them died, but there was one wielder who was able to basically just kind of spin around a battlefield, kind of like turning 360. That was able to use it pretty well.
Okay. That's rather interesting. I'm not going to buy that book, but it was an interesting read. Nevertheless. And it also explained about why in his dream a lot of them had clubs.
Yeah. Basically, you sense that the ones who were actually sane used weapons they could find.
Yes.
Pick up a tree and that's about it.
Oh, I'm quite happy with that.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that'll be it.
Auburn.
Cooey.
Fucking hell. You want to move? Sorry.
Quiet in the library.
Sorry.
I would like to see if they've got any books on runes. Magical runes, and potentially dissuading their power.
Okay.
Also, we might be a good time to look into the goblin relics here. Like goblin tribes. Magic. Goblins.
So, start off with runes. So you're looking for a book on how to nullify them.
Yes. Basically, when I ask this person, I'm doing my best to find out about runes that users of, like, believers in Kevzef would use without mentioning, evil gods.
If you just give it an intrigued look, runes, a very, very outdated practice. I might have something. She kind of whispers over to her attendant. Okay, at the second, it's going to be a scenario of, just due to how these, we're going to take you to the restricted area. Due to how these books work, you have to buy it first before you can look at it, but we can show you what the book is.
Okay.
So you're taken by an attendant into this kind of vault. And whereas obviously it's very kind of the library itself was kind of chaotic in a way, but also you can tell there was an organizational structure. Here is strictly organized. You see that there's 3 attendants who kind of just live in this vault, and they seem to very carefully brush the fucking books every day, making sure that they are well protected. You kind of go, here it is. And you see a book that is the ancient practices of runic magics. And you can see that it's bound in a leather that is written, can you see there's mini marks of runes inside?
Does it look fancy?
Yes.
Yeah, I tend to an attendant. How much would this set me back?
Ponders for a second. 200 gold?
I had a feeling you were going to say a number of that caliber.
Indeed.
How hard? This is a question to you, Luca. How hard was it to get here?
To the vault?
Yes.
I'd say they probably were quite stringent, like a kind of huge-ass vault door. But to actually get to the vault door, probably quite quick.
Did it look like there were any magical locks or things as I was walking through?
I'd say you can tell that from a glance. like glance. You would have to obviously cast magic to check.
Hmm.
If you all buy this book, so I would be careful. It turned the last inhabitant into a plant.
It turned them into a plant.
There,
Huh?
I'm not gonna touch it. Can you see on the front there is these inscribed runes? Those are active, and apparently picking it up in the wrong way does magic of sun regards. I don't know how it works, nor do I care to know how it works. It keeps itself nice and organized.
I see. Well, I think for now, I will have to ponder on it. Thank you for showing me, and I will head back.
Of course, we are happy to
as,
always show knowledge.
as I'm walking back, can I be specifically looking for like glyphs of warding that are hidden around the place?
Let me have a look. See what the can be seen or a glyph of warding.
I think they leave something behind, but that might be Baldur's Gate talking.
Nice.
Now, I'm not going to say that I'm thinking about coming back and stealing this book.
But
200 gold's a lot of gold, you know?
that is quite a
I
lot of
already
gold.
spent like 400 gold.
I would say you spent double that rescuing someone.
Give me an investigation check.
An investigation. I'm good at that, but I'm poisoned, so that's sad. Well, they were both 7. Plus 7, so 14.
You cannot see anything.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'll head back to the group.
Yep, you all meet up back in the lobby. You do see that someone has come out. It's like someone's talking to the librarian as you get back. I'm really starting this. Like you're looking at the book. It's got big ass fucking snot rocket kind of just sitting on the pages. It was an accident. There's like kind of glaring eyes of the librarian behind. You have to buy this. How much is it? 5 gold. I don't have 5 gold. Well, she looks at the attendants. I suppose you'll have to work it off. Get him a uniform. You gotta kind of, you see like a sympathetic fucking like look from the other attendants. He's like dragged into the back room. No.
Jesus.
What the hell?
What has just happened?
Oh dear.
She like looks at the front page. It wasn't even a good book. The recipes of chocolate.
Out of pure curiosity, how long would it take to work off that 5 gold?
Ooh, are you asking the librarian?
The librarian, yeah.
Well, our daily rate, a monthly rate is about 2 copper.
The poor bastard. Poor bastard.
You just see Abraham's face drop, and just like, ouch.
There are rules in this city. Breaking them, sadly, that is usually we have the patrons' parents or something like that come over and pay for it, but if they don't, we have a nice, willing hand for the library.
Hearing that, there's a little spark in Auberon's mind. They say, could I get them to send an IOU to my dad? He doesn't follow up on that though.
This checking balance is on a different plane of existence. Please try again.
While we're here, did we want to look into the goblins?
Yes, please.
Goblins. So,
Goblins, no?
You'd be looking for the relics?
I believe so.
I think we want to look in specifically on the three tribes and how they fought off Volcania would probably be the easiest way to find out.
So, she will direct you to a book in, I think, probably the C section. And you find that it's kind of probably an older book. I imagine probably about 900 years old. And you will see the book is called The Legends of the Forgotten Heroes. Described into this book, you will see that they are discussing the three. They more accurately, it was 5 tribes to begin with. They seem to have dwindled over the years to the 3 that had existed until recently. But you know that the goblins kind of ran a kind of guerrilla warfare against the Arish's forces.
Fuck yeah.
With it getting to a stage in the war that they were probably one of the main power fucking brokers of the thing. The principle was that Arish actually had to create a organization to actually fight them off. Namely, being the sets of things you read into which Abraham learned from his magics.
Yes.
It seems they were that successful that they were basically had to create special fucking things for them. Because mostly what they were doing was they were roaming around battlefields and such, raising soldiers from both sides to fight against Arish, and kind of just kept doing that. There was just kind of endless hordes. The psychic ones were able to actually take over the leaders, was what they were planning. Their things were. They were dominating the leaders and forcing them to do poor actions for the armies. And the Annihilation ones laid traps and such. They very much were the types of their spells mostly were focused on very burst damage very quickly. And all 3 wielded weapons of some varieties. Being a staff, a helmet, and an orb.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Not the orb.
These being the pinnacle of their relics, allowing any of their forces to raise members from the dead, raising their things. And in theory, there was prophecies written about multiple of these tribes about if enough training was put in, enough things were, there would be 3 potential children: the Child of Death, the Mind Reader, and the Ender.
Looks at the voice. And which one are you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Want to be the mind-reading Ender of Death.
I was just about to say yeah. Or maybe he's just the Messiah and he's all of them.
I could be all of them.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't like the idea of Polchania having that helmet and orb.
No.
To be fair, it's not good.
I also don't like the idea of you being in the clutches of a spider and getting the staff, I'll be perfectly honest.
I personally think this sounds great.
Yeah?
No.
You want to go back in the hole?
No.
Okay. Well, we know things now.
Abraham is now more concerned than he ever was.
I feel like we're all going to start going bald.
Stress from pulling out your hair.
Literally. Oberon's this elf. I imagine his eyes are like starting to sink a little bit. Like, oh. He's got this really wispy mustache. This looks haggard. Oh, crikey. Right, is there anything else anyone wants to look at while we're here?
I'm okay.
I think what I think Abraham's going to do is, I think he's going to
Shoot himself.
No, I'm going to see if there's I'm going to see if there is a more efficient way to make the pills that I need.
I think
No.
I can make them.
You
right?
can
we,
make
we,
them,
we
yes.
were given the recipe, weren't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Going to see like if there was a book that we could add something to it to I don't know, make it slightly more efficient or
I
better.
think the best way would be for us to acquire a druid.
Mm.
Or a ranger, so that we can find stuff easier.
I will say, for the sake of things, you won't be able to make it more efficient.
Okay.
Okay, I've thrown a bone with these pills.
What if I make a robot and automate the process?
Lois, why I mean, it's not Lois, Auburn, why don't you make me a mechanical heart?
Now, I would love to do that, but that sounds like a bad idea.
Oh yeah, do it. I love it. I definitely won't have it so electricity or lightning will have that freeze.
Fine, I'll just put every enchantment I can find under the sun on it. And then its operational lifespan will be like 3 months.
Oh, Brad, why's my heart beating backwards?
Backwards?
Auburn, why is my tongue staticky?
Oh, that's the lightning breath.
Wait, what?
Huh?
He just did some really weird fucking surgery to make it all work.
I could just turn you into Robocop.
Program his mind.
Right, if we're done in the library, I'll just quickly ask if they mind if I use a spell to detect magic going into the vault to use on that book, just to get a vibe on whether it's going to kill me or not.
That's definitely not what I'm. I mean, yeah, sure. I don't think they would stop that.
Perfect. In that case, I'm going to do that and go in there and have a look.
Looking for the glyphs, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I would also like
fair.
to look at the book.
Right. So, firstly, we'll look at the book. And the book's got an enchantment on it. And it's also, I'm going to say, it's called a magic, runic. You count 15 glyphs of warding going into this vault.
That's a lot of glyphs. That's a lot of glyphs. That's a lot of glyphs.
I will say, you won't specifically know where they are. You just know there is glyphs of warding.
You can feel them.
Okay, that's fine. I will. Yeah, I'll go back to the others and we'll do what we're doing.
Awesome. Right, where you go next?
Anything else? Anybody need?
I think I'm going to say I'm going to go pick up some rations and some more incense and stuff for spells.
Now, remember, when you buy incense, you can't use any incense you already have. You have to specifically tell me which incense you have.
I've only got a block. I've got a block of incense which is just used for RP.
Yes.
I'm going to be buying some incense for
Communication, whatever it's called.
yes, divination.
Okay. You know what the gold costs are of those?
I do. Yes, I'm currently crying. Oh yeah, no, I've not got any money anyway. Actually, don't matter.
How much? How much is that?
I need 25 gold.
25? Sorted. I will take that off.
It's into something else, right? I mean, you can buy both of them. Where to come with the other things.
And you can and a sacrifice or sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion. So what I was going to do is I was going to find like a book of arrows that everyone spat on.
Yeah, but you can buy one of those easily.
And yeah, that was going to be what I used.
You do know. I was saying. Obviously, you've travelled around a lot between countries and such.
Yeah.
And mostly outside of Polcheni, there's a hatred of Arage.
Mhm.
Unsurprisingly. There's not a hatred of Arage here.
Oh.
There's not a liking of Arage here.
Mhm.
It's just they're very much indifferent
Yeah.
to the whole idea.
Mhm.
These people are very much they're traders, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you gathered, they only care about trade.
What?
No.
Alrighty. Okay. So is there anything you want?
Not really. I don't think I really need anything.
Yeah, I think
Maybe-
we already looked for magic items and stuff on the
Yeah,
first
I
day.
was gonna say. No. Nah, don't worry. I'll be fine. I'll survive as it is.
Abraham, you gave me some chainmail. Do you need that anymore?
No, I'll give that to you to sell at some point.
Perfect. Let's go find somewhere to sell that.
You can sell it. I believe the cost was 75 gold. I don't just double check that. Yeah, 75. I'm quite impressed. I remember that.
Just straight 75?
Yeah.
I will happily take that. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay.
You think you sell him? You think you see him sell it for literally for the same like you turns around from you and sells it to someone else.
Fair enough. Okay, well. If
Perfect.
no one else has anything to do, I guess we'll just mill about for the day.
Did you want to find transport? I just wanted to check that before, because obviously there can be weird transports in the city.
I
The
think,
dolphins are still there.
I think we were just gonna get a horse and a cart, right?
Yeah.
Let me check what the cost is of that. You're renting a buy.
Vaguely remember it coming to about what we've got now.
But we were buying, weren't we? Due to the cost of it. Could be wrong.
50 gold for the half draw and the cart. Cart or carriage?
Give us,
Carriage being the one with
give us the
the-
prices.
Sure. So a horse draft is 50 gold. Carriage is 100 gold. Cart is 15 gold.
Wow.
When I say cart, it's like the fucking just.
We could just go
Yeah.
horse and cart and I could still buy that book.
And it's 5 couple pieces per day for animal food.
That would also be fine. We're
That's fine.
we're currently rocking 300 gold. And a 50 GP diamond, and we've
I just
got,
got to say, and a small diamond as well.
yeah, we got the bone saw as well if we get desperate.
Have you
Give me
got a
2 secs,
Revivify?
boys.
Yeah, no, it's-
How much for Revivify diamonds?
300. I don't think we do
Alright.
at the moment.
Cool.
We do also still have the card of many things.
I know. Ugh. Don't tempt Abraham. Abraham could tempt it to try and fix his heart.
I am
We don't know
keeping
what it
that
does.
one generally in the back pocket for when we're all about to die.
Yes.
Unless we want to sell it, because I reckon we could probably get a mint for it. It is a very rare item.
Oh, why don't I sell it for a dragon heart?
Can we try and find the most reputable magic seller?
Yeah.
In the area?
Yeah, I'll take you find one quite easily.
And can we get this card appraised?
Sure, 1,000 gold.
Oh my goodness! Gentlemen, thoughts? That's a lot of gold.
That is a lot of gold.
That is a lot of gold. But it does have the potential to give us 25 times that or kill us all.
Mm. There's no even way to appraise to see what card it is there?
No. Luck of the draw.
Definitely not. We'll definitely never allow you guys to have that.
Should we take a vote on whether we sell or keep the card of many things?
I'd say we should keep it for now.
I think we should sell it.
And Joyce isn't here.
And Zoy's isn't here.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have an argument with Oberon then. I think we should keep it due to an emergency.
I don't trust our luck. I'll be perfectly honest. I think if we use it, it's gonna kill us. Or worse.
So what would you have? Get 1,000 gold and buy a carriage instead?
I mean, we can already buy the carriage, but we could get Revivify diamonds.
Oh. Oh. Okay, with that, you kind of pulled my arm.
Swayed him.
Yeah.
And if we do run into a decent healer, we'd have some funds. And I could maybe get that rune book under my breath.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying now. I understand. Yes, I think it would be a good idea to
I don't know, how convincing are we feeling? Do we think we could upsell this a little bit? You know, we did go through literal hell to get this.
Yes, we did. I think we could probably try something at least.
Do you want to try and haggle with the dude to get a bit more?
Let me have a look a second. Definitely not.
I think the one person, ironically, that we do want to do that isn't here, and is Zoe's. Because somehow he's the most charismatic out of all of us. Oh well, it sounds like we're on the same page for selling it then. I think we sell it. For the sake of giving it a go, I will be like, well, you know, we went through a lot of man-eating spiders and a city of drought to obtain this card. Perhaps you could add another 100 or 2 gold? For the sake of
Give me a
trying.
persuasion check.
For the sake of trying. Does Abraham want to back me up?
I'm going to assist you in this.
So I have a flat roll? Let's go! That is a 16.
He ponders for a second. I could give you 200 extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure dealing with you.
Shakes your hand. Do you give him the card?
We see him immediately listed for 3,000 gold.
No, I add a 0 at the end of it. 10,000.
Probably. Well, we have a lot of money now. We're at 1,500. So we could get a carriage, or we can stick with the cart.
I'm back.
Hello.
What's happening?
We've sold our card of many things.
A what of what?
We got that card from the deck of many things.
Oh, cool.
We
Okay.
sold it. We got 1,200 gold for it.
Oh my god. Can we just like buy a house and settle down and just pretend like none of this
Yeah,
ever
then we can just
happened?
all die when this volcano thing gets real bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Do me a quick favour.
Hmm.
I gave you that deck, didn't you? Many things. You got it around still?
Oh, it's under my... It's somewhere. Hang on. What do you want from me?
Shuffle it, draw a card.
Shuffle it.
Oh,
I
bless.
need to get my sheet that says what they mean.
I actually got that sheet up. You can just draw the card and say it.
Flammo. It's just a 20. Oh, it's 10,000 XP, guys. Ah.
Ah,
Or you can draw 2 additional cards.
You can't do that. There's only one card.
Yeah.
You see this merchant seem to have a lot more power behind him.
Honestly, that's fine because that would have just been one of us that got 10,000 XP,
Oh yeah, that would have given you guys a free level.
and it likely wouldn't have done much. I'm fine with the choice we made.
yeah.
Kind of boring, but whatever.
Honestly, I was fully expecting to get the one that puts your soul in a jar and hides it.
Yeah, void.
And another plane as well.
That is enough of a card for me to never want to draw from a deck of many things in a campaign. Because that is not something we need to deal with. Right, how many diamonds do we want to go and buy?
How many can we buy?
I mean, we can buy lots.
Yes.
I'd say enough to revive a person.
I think we either get 1 or 2. We definitely get 1. Do we want a second one, just in case?
Well, you're also thinking of that book, aren't you?
We will still have enough to get the book and the carriage afterwards,
Okay.
if we want to do that. I mean, even if we buy the diamond, we still have that in value, right?
Yeah.
It,
I mean, you
it,
can sell that off for exactly the same. It's like buying
Yeah.
gold.
it would just be putting our money into something else.
Yeah, it's just a transfer of wealth in it.
Yeah.
If we get 2, that will leave us with 800.
We could go get myself a new heart.
Okay, how much was decent heart? But we'd have to. Are you okay with killing that Goliath to get a decent heart?
That's a question, isn't it?
No. It's not many of my kind anyway. I would prefer not to kill them all.
No, I could look into making a magic item that could be like a one-use defibrillator type jobby to fix it, maybe.
Have a look, yeah.
I can look into that, but that sounds like it'll be a lot of work and probably take a while.
Yeah.
Hey, it's one of them. One thing we do have with us right now is time, I think.
But as I believe we spoke about last time, we're heading to where there's a lot of banished fey creatures, and fey creatures are notoriously good at magic.
Very true.
And at least one of them likes me.
At least.
Probably not most of them, but at least one of them.
Hell yeah.
It's your mum. The one person that likes you. Mummy.
My brother doesn't hate me.
No.
We're indifferent to each other.
Reminds me of home.
He's chill. Right, should we just buy 2 diamonds then for now?
2 diamonds works.
2 diamonds. We still have the money. I assume there's someone around we can buy these diamonds from.
Yeah.
We'll just add
Oh, giving you a smile as you do it.
diamond. Boop. Straight in the bag of folding. Get rid of that card as well. Okay, we've got 2 diamonds. 300 GP diamond. Sweet. 600 gold. We got 900 gold. Would you two be okay with me buying this book?
I'm a-okay with you doing
I'm
whatever your
fine with you
heart
buying the
desires.
book.
Thank you. I will go and buy the book.
Okay. So, she will blaze you over. It's like, you can pick it up now if you want to.
Can I cast Detect Magic again and try and pick it up where it's not going to turn me into a potted plant?
Yeah, sure. So, give me a Arcana check.
Arcana. 9.
Give me a D100.
56.
6. Give me a second. Sorry, no. Let me just do the check. But that page was just breaking. All your hair falls out. It grows back within the next. Give me a D6.
It's been a very stressful last few months. It's like
I
I
like to imagine-
manifested it. What the fuck?
As it
3
grows back,
days.
it's going to be like all grey.
Yeah. All your hair grows back within 3 days, but all your hair is just falling out.
So is this all body hair?
Yes.
Nice, no eyebrows. This Aubrun's face is just expressionless. This image of him picking up the book, and there's like a, and still the hair just explodes off his body.
Do we see this like happen? Like, in,
Yeah.
real- I'm just gonna look at you and just go, dear God.
I will calmly pick up the book and put it in the bag of holding, and then reach down to my ponytail and retrieve my hair back.
Can I pick up a little bit of Oberon's hair when he's not looking? Just keep it.
Yeah, I'll say it's you probably could do it in all the chaos.
I want a little lock of your hair.
That is
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
keep it in my pocket.
A clan of necromancers, goblins is now.
I swear to God, if I get voodooed,
No, whoa.
I'll fay your ass.
I'll pay your ass.
They imagine the attendance center next year. To be fair, it could be worse.
Why is it always me that gets these weird curses? You know, I had a face made of porcelain one time. Then sometimes I would sneeze and things would break. And then I had crab face. Now I'm
Crab
hairless.
face. You're not having a good time, are you?
No.
Well, that's just this campaign, isn't it, for Auburn?
Time to go to sleep. It's like 12 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Time to go to sleep.
Is there anything else you guys are doing today?
We want to go get some rations up. We're gonna need them.
All right. How many rations do you have between your group?
I have got... and 15.
15.
I have.
Oh, we're just walking around a big pile
3.
of cashew nuts.
What is this?
Just trail mix.
Rations.
I have
Oh God,
3.
I don't have many. I don't think.
It's right. We have been tracking that. Surprisingly, quite well.
Yeah, I haven't
I
had.
have a
I've got.
feeling last time we bought them,
I've
they
only
had
got
4
3.
tons.
I've got 3 days of rations.
Same.
No,
there's
that's
21
19 in
between
total.
us.
Oh yeah.
That's alright. We can get more if we want more. I can't imagine. they're expensive.
Oberon as well. Would it be a good idea, since we're going to a new place and we now have a cart, would it be a good idea bringing some merchandise with us to sell that they may not have?
We could do. We could do.
I'd argue that the cart would like. When I say cart, it's like one of those ones you see the farmers drag along with them.
Mm.
It's kind of more like kind of
Well,
just
I
a
think
very
we only
small.
need it for Abraham, right? Because you're a slow boy.
Yes.
We carry a bit of merchandise and Abraham in it.
Yeah, a limited amount.
Not tons.
Yeah. I'd say you probably can carry up to, with Abraham, 100 gold's worth of merchandise at all one time.
What are they going to want up north? Torches. Too soon?
I love it.
Or maybe we... I don't know. I don't know.
I do not know.
Well, if you want to buy, go get some merchandise, I will give you 100 gold. Go nuts. Don't get pickpocketed.
Great advice.
Put it in your shoe.
It's like
comes
my
back with a
upper
hug.
sock or something.
It always comes back with 100 bottles of milk.
Ooh. Now we're talking.
Yeah, no perishables.
No.
Abraham's trying to think what would be a good solid. Well, the place we're moving to, what is the area like?
More dwarves. You're still tinging with kind of orcish, those kind of directions, but dwarves / gnomes are kind of the more primary things. Humans as well. It's a lot more farmland / mountainous kind of area. Imagine like the area around the Alps or something like that.
Yeah.
Just had a brainwave. Would these guys be selling like raw materials, I presume?
What, like unrefined metals and such, and lumber?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you reckon I could acquire an ample supply of materials to make explosives?
Yeah.
We could do that. We could just make a bomb.
I mean, when I say explosives, I mean like gunpowder kind of level of explosive, not like C4.
Yeah. Guys, I've invented and made tons of plastic explosives. Could do that, you know. Maybe I could work on some actual functional guns and we could sell those. You know, like this thing. Let's pull up my one.
A keg of gunpowder is 250 gold.
Oh, we're not doing that. That's expensive. Carry on.
There's 76 damage. A keg. Seems kind of not that much.
I suppose it's a small keg.
Yeah. Small wooden pet case. Oh, it's also sold in horns, apparently, as well. It doesn't say a price, but I'll probably gauge that looking at that price, probably about 120 for a keg. Sorry, for a horn. Well, that actuates too. It's up to your interpretation. Ow.
I think I'm good on that front for now.
Cool.
If we want to buy goods, I will leave that to you guys.
Well, I think if we should buy goods, it'd be something like something that's easy to transport. Maybe a slave? I'm joking.
I mean,
Abraham is getting darker and darker for this campaign, man.
No, I kid. It'd probably be a good idea if there's any alcohol, because dwarves, humans, and gnomes, everyone likes alcohol.
We can make Molotovs as well if everything goes wrong.
True. At least we'll be able to see.
I imagine there's a lot of spirits around. We can pick up one.
Yeah, I'd say if If I'm being offered the 100 gold, I would do that.
Okay. So you pick up 100 gold worth of spirits.
Mhm.
I like to imagine fucking as Abraham, Oberon's standing by the cart and Abraham comes back, there's just fucking tons of bottles.
Hey, I mean, if they're bottles, we can put them in the bag of holding so they don't break as well. We don't even need to use the cup.
That is fucking genius.
There's loads of space in this bad boy. We're barely using any of it.
You can fit so many bottles in
We've
this
got
bad
some
boy.
diamonds and our money in it. That's kind of it.
I imagine they're getting pretty close. I mean, even just 100 gold worth of bottles is probably quite a few bottles.
Oh yeah.
Speed. Ooh, I don't know the spikes. Alcohol.
And there is a limit to the bag of
There
holding,
is.
right?
It's the 500-pound weight limit. We're using 50.
All right. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
But I want to see if they've got spirits or something on here as an item, because that would be handy. Just a full bottle, you know? Well, an empty bottle. 1.5 pints of liquid is £2, so I reckon we're probably good.
Or where do you probably get a bottle for gold each? Because a gold is a lot of money in the in the context of D&D.
100 GP spirits.
So we're about £200 worth of bottle.
We must look like insane people just funneling these bottles into this bag.
Into a bag, yeah.
Everyone's just like, why do they keep doing it?
But where did they go?
I imagine a bunch of kids are like looking like underneath, like where the bag is like holding. Like, why are they not coming out? Hell, what?
Should we name
why is
the
that headless man holding his bag open?
can we name the company GG for Goliath Goods?
Oh, that's funny. Are we making our own company now?
I think we
Welcome
should.
to our mercantile adventure.
Yes.
So
The
we've
first team name you get as a team is fucking Goliath Goods.
we've committed atrocities. We've literally killed people that probably didn't deserve to
I
die.
think we should call our group Magic Hands.
We've created a communist agenda.
No, that
I
wasn't
still think
us.
Dead
Well,
That was
Bonzi.
Bonzi.
We were involved.
I still think dead men walking.
Eventually, everyone dies.
That can be the pub we open.
Well, you say eventually everyone dies. All
No,
of you have
dead
died. But yeah, that sounds like a good name for the pub.
Oh.
You just ignore the campaign, just do a full-on fucking trade. I would love that, by the way. But I'm just gonna ignore that.
Like, yeah, no. I know we were meant to be doing this, but we're just going to go trade.
It's what I did in Bailey's campaign. I started focusing on that way more than I did anything else.
So what I did to counter that is just give him enough money that it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it was boring.
You will play my game.
Right, well, I think we've got everything we want to buy, so we'll probably just hang out and then sleep and then go in the morning.
Well, did you decide on the horse and carts, the pony?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Don't remember that, so.
It was 65, was it?
Let's have a look. I think you're correct, but let me just double check that. Yeah. Real question is, are you giving the horse a name?
No. Then it will
Grant.
live. Well, now it's dead. Excellent.
The horse does have a
is going
damage.
to die.
So, do me a favour. For companions, you can actually do it on D&D Beyond. It's a draft horse.
Ooh, companion.
Because it does have weapons. It does have attacks.
Stomp on people.
See, Grant, it's useful.
I'm guessing it'll be under mount. What was it? Draft horse?
Yeah.
Draft horse. Blammo. We've got him. He has 10 AC, 19 hit points, 40 feet of move speed. And hooves.
Some big old hoofs.
Not the most. It's not a bad damage, really.
Terrible.
I don't want to do our fucking draft horse encounter where you guys have to fight. There like fucking 10 of them.
You know, us having money is already getting to me. I'm just thinking we could just buy another horse.
Oh,
Oh dear.
another one.
Another one.
Well, you could buy an elephant.
Good point, actually. Is anyone good with land vehicles?
No.
No.
Shit.
And elephants aren't that expensive. They're cheaper than war horses.
An elephant.
Well, I suppose it depends where you are, right?
Yeah, and they would have elephants here. They're 200 gold for an elephant.
Well. Ooh, one last thing. Potions? Anyone got? Do we have any health potions left over?
I don't have any now.
Let me check. Check.
I don't think
Don't
you guys have been
think-
using them at all in these fights.
I've got 2.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's always
that's
has
fine.
been.
If Zois has some, that's fine. He's the only one that needs them.
Yeah.
You can't cast healing magic, can you?
No.
It's fine.
The elephant can do 36 damage.
Big old
Fucking
boy.
grit.
He's a big old
He
boy.
can gore you.
Yeah.
He's a
Big as
chonk.
that. Chonker.
Heckin' chonk.
Right, well.
You could also buy a fucking boats here if you guys wanted.
No.
Want to guess how much a war shit costs?
More than we've got.
Slightly. 25,000 gold.
Yeah, if we drew well, we could have got one.
Yep. Well, galley's 30,000.
We literally don't have enough people to operate one of those. I mean,
I've got to admit, I think we
We'd
did
have
well.
to get a
I
little
think we did
boat.
well with our pick anyway.
You can buy a rowboat for 50.
I think we're good. I'm trying to sell us shit.
I'm RPing the fucking the traders in the city.
This is my so am I. I'm trying to sell us shit. We're just going to fucking tavern. Go away.
they come out. I got a sled. 20 gold.
We're in the desert.
Yeah, you can ride the sand dunes. Oh, bags for the horse. As you were walking through the street.
Okay.
Oh, I have seen something you might need to buy.
So the food for the horse.
No, bit and bridle. Food for the horse as well.
Oh, okay. Well, how much is all that going to cost us?
Bit of bridle's 2 gold. Animal feed per day is 5 silver. 5 gold. Sorry, 5 copper.
5 copper. If we were to spend a gold on that, that gives us how much?
For the food, it would
20
be.
days.
Think so.
Do that.
5. Yeah.
No, how much copper do I have? We'll get 21 days because I've got a bit of copper. I can.
And you buy the bit and bridle as well. I think that's what it's needed for the cards,
Yeah,
basically.
I paid for that as well. I'm probably not going to make a note of that. It's just on the horse. Flashcard.
Yeah, if you keep an eye on the food, the bit of bridle, which is assuming it has.
Now we're filling the bag of holding up with food. Is there an actual item for the food? Feed. Perfect.
Yeah, it's animal feed, I think it's called. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually looked at this page aside from this moment.
Why does it only let me add amounts of 10? That is obnoxious.
I hate you.
Apparently. Well, guys, we're at half capacity on the bag of holding now.
And you now have a new
And-
pet.
More than 2/3 of that is animal feed.
you know horses have like the bags they mount to them. You just put the fucking bag of holding and hope it doesn't eat anything else. Okay,
Okay.
so do you guys take another night of rest?
Yes.
Do me a favour, mark off 3 silver if you're staying at a tavern.
Yes.
Cool. Over the night.
I pay for a room for Sazos as well.
Yeah, so that'd be 4 silver instead. Sorry. Um. Over the night, I think only these Zoids would have something happen.
Oh.
And it'd be very brief. You'd find yourself in that room again, the one full of webs. You do not find
God.
the spider. She's not there, but you see hidden behind those with the coffin you identified. But now you see emblazoned onto the coffin a logo. And not a logo, more like an icon for your tribe. You see Patreon Unlimited, where
Hashtag ad.
Nice.
no, you see the symbol of your tribe on that coffin.
Right.
But yeah, as I said, it's still tucked behind quite a bit of web.
Can I get to it?
You would have to cut more webs, as you have done so in the past.
Yeah, let me keep trying that then.
You slowly cut through more through the night, and you're able to cut through probably about 20 webs, getting closer and closer. You're still quite a distance away, but you find yourself getting closer.
I'm doing it.
And everyone wakes up to a long rest.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. What is everyone? What are people doing? What? Imagine Sasus is mounting her armor, sharpening her weapons in the morning.
1 second, I'm just messing with spells.
And imagine when you
Jesus
see her wake
spell
up,
name.
you probably see the fractal on her face. Probably would rearrange in a way, like the tattoo itself.
Well, I will explain to her our sort of plan of action. We've got some business at this lake in Mobe. Then we're gonna head there and then up to Peza, and then we're gonna find out what's going on with these volcanoes. Is the plan?
Give it a nod.
We've
I'll
got ourselves-
join you up to Peza. I don't mind to help you with the lake, but I need to really get back to guarding your brother.
Yes. Well, we need to get there and find out what the hell's going on. There's a lot happening on this side of the continent, apparently. I dread to think what's happening on the other. Spiders. I know what's happening. It's spiders.
She gives a smile, kind of like, yeah. Very good, my lord. Wait outside.
Sorry, sorry, what was that?
Good.
Oberon?
Yes, Oberon.
Thank you.
You hear her whisper, my lord, as she's walking out the door.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
So, do you see her standing aside? She's very much in her full good card uniform now. And I imagine probably what she probably had was a short sword by her side, which is what you saw her fight in the arena with, and probably imagine a glaive, out of all things. Quite an elegant, very slender one. I don't think she would be the type that would fight with a shield. She's very much more the kind of dexterous, kind of jumping around type, if that makes sense.
Why not both? Oberon the riot cop.
What is everyone doing before you go? Just
I suppose we'll just get breakfast and you know.
Yeah, it's
Make
not
our
really
way.
anything that I can think of. We're not going to be killing Goliath for a heart or anything. So
not anymore. You are. You don't have any money.
exactly, yeah, we're out money.
Yeah, we fucking do. We still
Well,
got
the thing-
500 gold, man.
It was 1,000 gold for the Goliath's heart.
Ah, we could go and kill him and steal it.
Yeah, that'll be brutal.
Oh, I should mark down that I've got that book. That'd be awkward.
Buy his book for 200 gold doesn't mark it down. Probably one of the most expensive items you bought in this campaign so far.
Rune book. Add. Perfect.
You're still fairly very bald today, Oberon.
So shiny.
I probably imagine revealing about a million scars, you know, just from your fucking work and everything. And looking like a skinhead from down the pub. So, in that case, you guys head off. Unless, just want to check last time.
Yeah, well, we still need. We didn't grab food, did we?
I believe you said you already had 21 rations. I was
Oh yeah,
assuming.
we did. Yeah.
Yeah, between the lot of us, we've
Okay.
got a fair bit.
And only you didn't have Aaron anymore, so there's no free food.
No.
So, you start heading up north.
Got naff potions as well. At times. Fine.
It doesn't take you long to enter Progo. And I'd say one of the first things you spot as you're entering Progo, which is more... Edos is on the edge of the desert, and very much kind of an orcish kind of territory. As you enter Progo, it's very much sand dunes, a desert style. So very Sahara-ish, if I was to describe it. And the one thing you will notice is if there was no volcanic cloud, this would suck. You think this will be blazing fucking heat, and you would be kind of just dying in it, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
But as you are, there's volcanic clouds go over. It's kind of just a nice kind of stroll, really. You kind of got sand between your toes. Those are outside the cart. Anyone who owns the cart is obviously kind of riding along. There's obviously sand winds. You think that it's kind of annoying, Sassis, these sands? I can't imagine in the Feywild there's that many, and dealing with this like mechanical armor she's got on, it's kind of getting in there and gritting up. So you see her just constantly having to clean it as she's like going along.
Imagine how I feel. I don't even have eyelashes. Everyone's just walking along with a shield over his face.
And after about 20 minutes, sorry, no, 20 minutes is wrong. After about 3 to 4 hours, you would see something coming over one of the sand dunes.
Down there.
You see about 5 rafts, kind of like wooden rafts with huge sails on them,
Oh.
coming and gliding over the sand dunes. Very much kind of making sure they don't stick into the so they don't drop or anything like that. And on these rafts, you see elves.
Oh.
On themselves, you see them very much armed to the teeth with like glass weapons and such. And very wrapped in kind of cloths and such, very lightweight wear. You think you see some of them clock you, and they turn probably about 2 of the rafts towards you.
We found the Sand Raiders.
Imagine these are them there glass elves. You know, the traveling guys that make those fancy weapons that would explode sometimes.
And you hear one of them shout out, "Hello," in Elvish. you imagine they're probably recognising you, Auburn, and it's a lot harder to hide your details these days.
You there, completely hairless elf. Yeah, I'll greet them back.
They kind of like sew up the cart near you as they kind of come up. Welcome to the Sands of Progo. And you probably noticed that obviously there's other beings in here and would switch to common. How fares your travels?
Sandy.
Long and hard.
Indeed. I've got a bit of a chill in the air these days. I miss the heat.
Hey, Rick, I kind of looks at them like panting like a dog, even with the shade. Isn't I? Abraham's not used to this heat.
Where are you guys heading?
Everywhere north. We've got too many destinations. I want to cry.
Everywhere.
Of course. Be warned, there was a raider attack northish. More in Wudon, if you were going through there. Just wanted to give that warning. We're running from there. Just as in case.
When you say raiders, wasn't having to be an orc warband, would it?
It would, yeah.
Of course it would. Of course it would. Are they the Iron something or others?
No, these were the brass scorpions.
Oh. I hope they don't have a greater one. Don't mind me, it's more Warhammer jokes.
Well,
Well, thank you.
will you get on our way? Yeah, it's fine. Have a pleasant trip, and have a welcome to the country. You seem kind of drift off your cart and like pick up the winds again.
That was the most awkward conversation I've ever had with someone riding a boat on sand.
Abraham got to end up like, you've had conversation with people on boats and sand before.
No.
Ah.
My point exactly.
Well, it could be worse. Seemed nice enough.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with people not just, seeing us and trying to kill us.
To be honest, with the looks of them at first, I thought they were going to try and murder us.
Maybe they felt sorry for my hairless form.
I would quite happily accept that.
You do notice that Saphis kind of takes a breath. You think she was holding a spell of some variety, like you're kind of just hidden.
Honestly, I'm not going to deter that sort of behavior. Generally, when people approach us, they try and kill us. That is a good approach to take.
She would probably say it's hard to know the customs of this land.
Honestly, the customs of the land we just came from were weird enough that I wouldn't be surprised if people do genuinely greet each other by stabbing you.
And then turning you into a sword.
Surprisingly, I can imagine that being more normal, knowing some of the other Fey Lords.
Honestly, well, yeah, in there, that's fair. That is fair. It's been a while since I've been there.
Indeed. The Lord of Roses is always a weird one with that kind of thing. Everybody would back up to like we see her kind of like release her armor, so she's kind of like less defensive, and probably take her glaive back onto her back, and she's kind of just got her hand on the long sword as you guys are continue walking.
Okay. Trudging along.
Strangely, you would imagine it. You're not having many issues while traveling here. You find yourself getting to a kind of another training kind of area as you go for Progo, and you suspect you've seen this road before. You've now found the other end of the Sapphire Road. And you can very much see that, like, there are obviously orcs are kind of traveling from Ennis up to this road to travel on, give them goods and such. Strangely, and while you've, obviously there was the myths before, you do see slaves are coming from Polchania in direction.
Oh.
Or at least from that direction. Obviously kind of, what is that? North, east, south, west.
Was there ever a specific race that was in Uro?
Humans, dwarves, kind of just a variety of everything. It was kind of a hodgepodge. It was more humans.
Lots of human slaves?
No.
Okay.
No humans at all, really. The only time you ever heard anything about slaves was at the start of the war. It was the accusations from Bolchenia about Uru, which is that Uru was capturing slaves, which is what happened to the town of Hawen. Which is why the war was started.
I'm starting to think that this whole thing was, big conspiracy theory, but I'm just gonna not spiral down that one, I think.
I mean, what you do know.
Before we got to this place, I would have said to everybody, it's probably best that we disguise ourselves a little bit. We do stick out like a sore thumb, and there was a bounty for us.
I will say, can I have a passive, either investigation or perception, depending what's highest, right?
Mine
From all of
is
us?
Investigation
Yes.
with 17.
Cool.
My passive perception is also 17.
I'm not going to say anything else and let these guys do the work.
Always has got some numbers.
Oh, God.
There are flyers coming up on this road, which it's more like a newspaper, I should say.
Extra.
Kind of newspapers of, very much single page, kind of like big news kind of thing. So I can't imagine there's.
Volcania Express.
Yeah. First Templar suspected dead. Polchania's tensions rising.
It feels weird that they publicise that.
Mm.
They're going to use that as an excuse to start another war.
Yep.
Fuck. My bad. Our bad, guys.
Looks at the spear and the armor that I'm currently wearing.
It would see if you do decide to read it. I don't know if you just read past the headlines.
Oh, if we can just grab one, yeah.
Yeah, you can. It's also they're very much freely handed on the word. You suspect this is very much something Polchani wants people to know and know they
We're
don't know
getting
about.
propaganded, guys.
Yes.
What you would see is the first this individual's called, let me get my notes up. I have my notes for this guy. My apologies. Here we go. This guy was called Cedron Mistbasher, the Spear Point. It gives details about his his longing service in the Army of Faith, being a masterful fighter and even slaying a what's it called? Beholder at one stage, but was injured during a fight with another tribe, losing his leg, and he was the first of the Inquisitors to join up with the Warhound, an individual that was injured previously, is now the leader of the Templars, and he was the first to be marked Inquisitor as well. First of 7, because there's only been 7 Inquisitors so far in the lands. You can see that there is anger mentioned. If he was killed, then Polchani will be investigating, and if it was determined, they will be responding in kind. They do not go into details on what that is.
Oh god, the more I read about this stuff, the more I just want to fucking go back to Bolchania and do some assassinating, you know? It really brings up the best in Elbron.
You do see there is shock on the other inhabitants who are reading these flowers and such. Obviously, a lot of them react to Polchania in such a way of, this is Polchania who kind of fucked us over in the past, and they're scared. The army of Polchania is considerable, as you guys have well met in the past.
Yes.
And probably could steamroll quite a few of these countries.
With ease.
Indeed, with Amaran falling, which was considered to be the main stopper of things, it was kind of like Amaran is here, so we are safe.
Yeah, well, I wonder what happened with that.
Oh, it's fine. I think it's just time for me to put my brain towards making some maybe explosive siege weapons.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's right. I'm gonna outfit our army with cannons.
Indeed. But you sense there's a sense of unease among this road, is what I am trying to say.
Wondering who they even try and declare war on for this. They go to war with that island. It's, you know, it's difficult for them to have.
Well, you know, they can switch it around. You know that they've obviously done it in the past.
Oh, yeah.
But
They're trying to make friends with the Order of the Hun at the moment. So in theory, it shouldn't be them. In theory.
Theory.
I think that our best option is to sort this volcano out and it becomes a lot harder to attack this side of the continent.
Yes, I think that may be the best idea, while also going and finding the crown for the little one here.
And also, Oberon hasn't voiced this concern, but he's very concerned that he just starts feeling stronger in his eyeball at any point. He's always on edge. Like, oh, it feels like it's stronger now. Uh-oh.
There's someone walking towards me.
He's got a robot arm with a sword. Oh, cool. So, you know, we've still not determined the range that actually happens.
Indeed. So, next on the list. Where are you guys still heading north towards Moby?
What sort of time is it?
Probably on this day, probably around 6-ish.
Is there like inns?
Yeah, especially along the road.
Might be best to stop here for the night. Don't know about desert beasties.
Yeah.
Not
like
the
this
desert
species.
beasties.
Alright, you can find one quite easily. And as previously said, it'll be silver. Remember to mark off a feed for the animals now.
Ease.
And I think it costs. Do you want to stable it, or you can put it on the outside?
How much is it to stable it?
Let me have a look. 5 silver pieces.
And how much is it for us to sleep?
A silver piece.
Yeah, that's alright. Whatever.
The horse lives more luxury than you do.
Apparently. Remove. But the shit doesn't do that. That's annoying. Where's the goal?
Does it break up the gold pieces?
Doesn't break up the gold pieces.
Right to that limitation Cameron wants to put in is like, oh, you're giving me a gold and another silver for that.
Yeah, that one felt bad.
But give me a break. I just want to get rid of.
It's realistic for the setting, but goddamn, it felt bad.
Spending like fucking 200 gold on orange guts potion as well, you know. Not salty about that at all.
No, you never bring it up.
8 years later.
Salt is strong with this one.
But you guys have a nice night rest.
Woohoo.
Aside from Abraham.
Oh no.
Abraham,
Mm-hmm.
you see a weird sight.
A goose with nipples for eyes.
What the fuck?
You
It's pretty weird.
think you're about to wake up for the morning. You know, you think you've done your rest.
Mhm.
And you open your eyes to complete black, pitch darkness. And you look around and you see the planet you reside on. Kind of small, probably the same size of a football.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful though. I mean, you've never considered seeing the planet from the distance, you know, from the outside.
Mhm.
You can see the volcanic ash whirring around it, but you can still see the continental like shapes and everything. You think if you looked in close enough, you probably could see yourself. But something else catches your eye first. In the distance. And you think they're stars first. And you realise they're not. You think eyes. 1 pair, 2 pair, 1,000 pair of eyes staring towards you.
Oh.
But you don't think they're staring at you. You think they're staring at the planet. And as you look back at it, you see the eye of marriage start to mark itself just gradually over the planet. And you get a general sense of unease from the eyes. You're not sure how, you're not sure why. But then there's something else. Fear in your heart. Something is approaching. Something else is approaching. Not marriage, not things. And you kind of turn around and you see a pair of beady yellow eyes. And a smell. And you're not sure what it's looking towards. You don't think it's a planet, but you think it's looking around the planet somehow. You think it's looking for something that you cannot see, but maybe something that does exist. And then, like that, you wake up.
Oh. Okay. I can imagine I wake up in quite a sweat from that.
I imagine you do.
Yeah.
Everyone else has a very nice night's sleep. Again, you see that the fractal markings on Sass's face are altering still. They seem to alter every night. And you think you start seeing them like making their way up her arm, strangely.
I assume I don't know anything about this.
I mean, you know that the guards have fractal markings. You know that all the royal guards seem to have them. None of them would ever tell you why. It seemed that was like a professional secret among the guards of the Fae.
Hmm. Well, I'm not going to ask her, but I'm educated enough to know that it ain't just a tattoo. Shall we head out for the day?
Adventure awaits.
Before that, I'd say, guys, I've had a very odd dream last night.
Oh dear.
It's been a very stressful time.
But this was more of a. The best way to describe it is more of like a threat from the sound, from the feels of, and from what I saw. As I could see, as I was not on this planet per se, but looking at the planet, and could see the symbol of Irish slowly being placed upon it. And not only that, something else was watching and looking too.
Dun dun
It's
dun.
probably just your brain using that imagery as a metaphor for what's occurring now.
There's always just gonna look at Oberon and just go, uh-huh.
Everyone looks like he wants to explode.
Beady eyes and a smell I couldn't put my
Just look as always.
finger.
No, don't look at me, please. That's not me.
When was the last time you washed?
I sniff myself.
It's an
Immediately
odor.
pass out.
Knocks himself out. But then he smells himself again and wakes up. One thing at a time, Abraham. One thing at a time.
Understood.
You see Oberon pull his book out. Existential crisis. in bold caps.
Next, you guys all wake up, and you're treated to a nice breakfast, and you start heading out.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do along this road before you leave?
Not that I can think of. Maybe.
Did you buy that incense in the end? Just want to, just for
Okay.
curiosity.
Say again, sorry.
Did you buy that incense in the end? I can't remember.
I did, yes.
Okay, just wanted to check. Because I would say that if you hadn't, this would be the last stage to buy it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get incense.
Yeah.
You want to get any more? We do have more money now.
I'll buy it so I can do it twice then. Buy some more. 25 bucks.
Another
25
25.
GP worth more.
Perfect. You can also buy a symbol of Arage along this road as well.
Yes, I'll buy one of them as well.
That will be through to part 25 gold, I imagine.
Alright, well, let us continue on our path to do the spider's bidding, I guess.
Do you know that smell from my dream? Do I remember that smell from anywhere?
Let me think. Let me just think. This is going to be me thinking from a while ago. You recognise it. Give me a history check.
I shall do a history check. 9.
You recognise it, you cannot put a place or a time to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you continue heading north, and you make your way into Moab. Probably takes you a couple of more hours. Probably a couple of days. It'd probably take you about a day, maybe, to get to Moab. I'm kind of fast tracking this, I'll be honest. You probably get to out here-ish, which you start seeing dwarfs around, and It's probably the largest larger congregation of dwarfs you guys have seen. And you're not really sure what's going on at this second. Because a lot of them are like dressed up in feathers and like you see one as scuba gear. Like a fucking old timey diving outfit is what I mean.
Okay.
With the massive round heads.
Yeah.
Love it.
And you see like a fucking variety of dwarves.
If I listen closely in Dwarvish, do I just say young man?
Oh,
In the distance?
No, but you said there's a cheer in the air.
I mean, are we passing through this crowd, or are they over here?
Imagine you're passing through them. Like, it's, you probably spot it from a distance. It's not necessarily a crowd. It's kind of just a variety of people just wandering around.
Okay, well, in Dwarvish, I'll ask him, what's the occasion?
Looks up at you. Imagine this guy's got like a masquerade mask on. What occasion?
I don't know, you guys just seem very chipper.
Oh well, play chip a bunch. You know, it's a.
Honestly,
It's a nice day out.
that is a breath of fresh air.
We don't like to let events sadden us, and we dress our in occasions to make others happy.
You sound like hippies.
Okay then.
He gives you away. Bye. He walks off.
Guys, they're crazy.
I imagine you would know about this, maybe Zoys.
Oh,
I mean, you know the area. This is getting closest to home. I mean, you come from Udon.
yeah, I recognize the trees or some shit.
I peed on that once.
And I wager probably you've heard about these dwarves. I mean, a lot of the other dwarves in the Northern Territories are a lot more serious, or well, not serious, is probably not the right phrase, but a lot more closer to a fantasy dwarves. The people of Moab were quite deeply affected by the religious wars. They're probably one of the few people who are not in Polchania that were attacked by the demons 70 years ago as well. And it has got to them over the years. It's, you know, spirits were down, people were left destitute and bleak. So they made a decision that they will, as a culture, live to make other people happy. They dress up weirdly. They will probably feed you at home. They do everything to everyone else here. Their leaders aren't actually leaders. It's more, there is some people who are voted up just to fucking run the bureaucracy of the country. That's it. They don't determine stuff. They're just there, you know, as a and even then, normally when there's like big stuff that needs to be decided in the country, they have a meeting with everyone. It's just a big meeting, and you get their whole like festivals to get a vibe for what the fuck they want to do.
Wow, seems like a good culture.
Is that so? Do you sort of explain that to us?
Yes, I would.
This seems like a place that gets nothing done.
Certainly feels that way.
Either that or a twig will snap one day and they'll go fucking insane.
I would imagine this is probably very different, like the polar opposite of your realm, though.
Yes. Well, if we ever come looking for allies to face Polchania, I doubt we'll find them here.
And you have no issues going through this country. It's also like everywhere else, you might get weird looks because of your things. They do not care. They actually smile at some of you. Like the fact that you have a Goliath wearing a priest outfit. They actually think that probably more looks like, what they're part of the gimmick.
We're all in fucking costume.
That's
A
amazing.
completely hairless elf, Goliath as a priest, and a stinky goblin. So funny. Just crying on the inside. Oh, my hair. Oh.
The luscious locks of Oberon.
Literally hundreds of years worth of hair.
I just stroke Oberon's bald head. Oh, it's so smooth.
Zoe is giving tips on how to stay, how to treat a balded head and such. So jogger oil, if you rub it in, it leaves it nice and smooth.
I know he's got that elvish complexion. We're just thankful the sun's not out. You'd all be going blind. Such a shiny, shiny head.
So, you're able to make it to the lake. And it is a big lake. I mean, perspective-wise, that's probably about, imagine 2 miles long looking at the map.
Big old lake.
And, well, you're kind of just standing there with no really indication of where to go.
Yeah, we just still turn and look at Zoe. So we're here.
I'm just gonna take a deep breath of the air.
I'd walk in.
He's gonna do a Harold Bishop. Walks into the sea.
No, I'm just gonna take a deep breath and just think. Did I get any information from my spider? No. Do I know what I'm doing? No.
No.
As you're thinking this, you'll see your vision flick. It's the first time this has happened since you've been conscious while doing this. You've made it. Well, you made it part of the way. It's in the middle of the lake. Approximately, she gives you coordinates essentially.
Exact coordinates, and so it's I can't read maps.
Under the water.
Oh.
There is an entrance. I cannot see what the entrance is. This is your trial to complete. It's not a trial I created. This is just a trial that those who had it last created. You are. I'd suggest looking for a boat of some regard, but basically you have to swim down to it. I am sensing there is breathable air inside the trial at the very least.
Okay. All right then. I just turn to the guys and explain what I've just heard. Before they can answer, I just start walking off down the lakeshore to find a boat.
Oh god.
I will say, it looks a bit fucking weird from the other perspective of you guys, because when Zoe is contacted by this, you see his pupil turn into 8 pupils per eye.
Oh my god.
So the psychic spider knew that it was underwater and waited until this exact moment to tell us that we'd have to go underwater. Rather than when we were in the city, where we could have bought something to go underwater. I tell you what, I'm going to rip her legs off.
I do not blame you.
You rip off the legs of a conceptual spider.
I'm going to do it.
Just imagine yourself ripping your legs off.
You just see Aubrey start tensing, just thinking about it.
Okay.
How
So-
good are you guys at holding your breath?
Let me have a look at the breath rules. That's a very good question.
I have a feeling that I'm actually pretty good at it.
It's determined by a constitution.
I'm good.
I know that's for sure. underwater 5e.
What did I have the foresight? Did I do it? Oh, I did, but it's not the right one. Fuck.
Oof.
Wow.
I was thinking about this while I was choosing my replicate magic item. I got Ring of Water Walking.
Oh.
I just fuck. I can't go
If
under.
we need a quick escape route and the bends don't happen, I'm sorted. I can ping you to the top of the ping you to the top of the lake. No, I remember why I took this. Is because you can walk on lava.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Here we go. A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier.
Okay, I'm a 3.
When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its Constitution modifier, minimum of 1 a round. So, let's say you run out of oxygen 3 minutes in, you can't. You basically survive for that many rounds. Let's say you've been survive 3 rounds until your 3 minutes.
Okay, that makes sense.
What's always his Constitution score?
My whole constitution is 12.
So you would
Not survive very
two-
long.
you would have 2 minutes of breath, and then 2 rounds of basically surviving when you run out of breath.
Yeah, it's not awful, I suppose, is it?
We do also then need to consider being able to swim to the bottom of this lake in that time.
Hmm.
I need to have a
This is
talk
gonna be-
with Oberon and Abraham.
I have a feeling I know what the talk is.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't.
that's fine.
Preferably I'd like to stream it to here, but I imagine that's probably
Just don't
not very
take
good.
me. I think I know what it is.
Okay, right. It's what we have discussed in the past. Just jump in the stream voice to me, Milkshake.
Me. See you in a second.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello, Bailey.
Hello.
Is
While-
it just
while they're
me,
not
you,
here,
and the
I've got a
stream?
silly plan that involves
Okay, hit it.
Abraham, a bag of holding, and me and you being in the bag of holding.
Oh my god, it's genius. I love this. Just drags us. How long can we survive in a bag of holding?
Well, we just have to hold our breath because there's no air.
Oh.
I mean, in
Is there no way
theory,
to
it's the
get
same
air?
time, but if he's sinking and swimming, because he's a big, heavy boy with heavy armor.
He is very heavy. So, I really like that idea.
Oh, it's a surefire way to get us killed, I think.
I think we do.
Wait,
There you go. We'll
Nothing,
just let
nothing,
Luca
nothing,
hit that as he joins me.
Yep, nothing, Luca, don't worry.
right. You know what you'll have to do, right, Ben?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, let's have a look at the rules. I believe does anyone have a swim speed?
None.
No.
Barely ever walk speed these days.
Ew.
It would actually make me giggle if my fucking swim speed is better than my walk speed.
For those who are attacking underwater, I'm just going to lead to all the rules for the sake of just ease. Those who are attacking underwater, if it's with an all-weather weapon, aside from, I think, Trident had the other condition, it's at a disadvantage. Anything above what the normal range is with a ranged weapon misses. So you know how in ranged weapons you have a 30, 180 or something like that. Which I don't think affects any of you because most of your magic casters, anyone person who's got a ranged weapon is Oberon, he's got the fucking alteration to that.
Yeah.
I think naturally you have a swim speed of 15 feet. We're on there. Let me have a look.
Should we go back and mug that guy that had the scuba gear?
Yes.
Yes.
I love it. First thoughts, violence.
only thoughts.
Yeah.
Now, how would you like to proceed?
I mean, Bailey made it quite clear. Violence.
We are going to fight the water.
I think we may lose.
Here we go, guys. This is the time. Flaming sphere.
Oh my god.
You see it spotter out. Oh.
No.
Well, I'm out of ideas. Right. I think we go with what you said, Bailey.
I'm still not sure, but if you're up for it, let's go.
I'm absolutely down for it.
Abraham, you feel like sinking.
Yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna hand him my bag of holding.
Oh.
We're going to climb in the bag of holding.
Oh.
I mean, the bag of holding would have a similar problems.
Yes, but only he then has to make it. And he's heavy, right? So he sinks.
Sure.
We're gonna die.
Jesus
We're
Christ.
gonna die in this bag.
Abraham, let us out! Abraham!
Because we can't let ourselves out either.
God, I don't like this.
I
But
don't
I
like
think
this
this is the right choice.
Hey, look. I'm just here. I have the tools.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Could this be the best TPK of all time?
It could. Oh, that's the other condition about being suffocating. If you are suffocating and you go down, you cannot regain hit points until you stop suffocating.
Mm.
So you cannot heal someone underwater and stop them dying. Spare the Dying should work, but if you do Spare the Dying, I think Spare the Dying has a vocal component.
Let me check actually. I don't like how you're resting all this on me, guys.
No pressure, Abraham.
Yeah, it does have a verbal component.
Now remember, there is an arcane lock on the bag of holding. The password is Alfeira.
Also remember, if you do speak, either to cast a spell or just to speak, you then expel the air from your body and you start suffocating.
Oh God. Can we not do this, guys?
Well, I'm imagining we've got Abraham like tormented by this idea, and you've got hairless Auberon, and he's just there like, "This is a great plan. What could possibly go wrong?"
Now, can you just... I just want everyone to have a flashback to when we started this campaign and the original Auberon. I want you to imagine...
Fucking insane.
I want you to imagine how Auberon was.
Oh, you know, I guess if we want to do the not fun plan, I can send the eye down there. And we
No.
can have a little scout.
No!
Zoe says no.
Do the eye first.
No, I don't know, man. Zoe says no.
I want fun.
Zoe wants fun.
Now, bearing in mind, this is just 30 feet down, and you can just swim there in 2 rounds.
And what, it's just really shallow.
Yeah, it's not bad. Where the fuck she was saying it was 30 feet. Zoe didn't say that.
Oh, amazing. Oh, well, we still don't know this. The voice of God has not spoken.
I may have forgotten to mention this.
Right. Are you ready, Abraham? I hand him the bag and I start climbing in the bag.
Abraham screams internally.
Okay. Auberon's in the bag.
Zoe's is in the bag.
Abraham's jumping in the water.
Now, you jump with the water. There was another thing the spider had said, which was it was in the middle of the lake.
I say that. Okay. So
It's probably about 1 mile swim to where you need to go.
okay. Luckily we're still at the edge. So I go out. I say the magic words.
What were the magic words?
Yes.
Oh no!
You do have to say them.
Or you have to beat the DC check.
Oh no!
I'll hold you to that. I'm not gonna.
I'm making sure because last time I did have this on the thing when I got revived, but we forgot.
Can I do a history check to remember it?
No, I'd say you have to do the. I mean, it was literally just then. You have to do the DC if you can't remember it.
Okay, I'll do the DC.
Okay,
What?
hang on. Let me check the. Okay, what's it? It's a. What fucking thing is it? Well, you gotta pick a lock. Whatever Luke wants to pick a lock with.
How would you do it, Abraham? I'm gonna guess sleight of hand if you got nothing
Sleight
else.
of hand.
Disadvantage sleight of hand check, please.
God.
Zois, it's not looking good for us.
As always, it's just gone red.
Okay.
Did you see the first roll?
Okay.
It does
One
not
thing about
unlock.
arcane lock is when you fail, it gets harder by 10.
Oh dear God.
So what you're saying is Zois and Oberon are dead.
Well, unless you can guess names. It's not as though that's an issue. It doesn't have like.
Would he remember the person that the name was? Like he'd be aware of who it was, but not the name, if you see what I'm saying. Can I give him a clue?
Sure.
It's Oberon's wife. What's her name?
I know it begins with A.
Okay, now,
Ooh. It's not looking good.
I'd say-
for us, Zois.
I'd say it's in about a minute. By the way, you two are starting to.
We're just-
I
I'm
imagine
in the
panic.
back, like, Abraham's got this. He's I have no
I
doubt.
don't- I don't know. I'm being completely honest. I don't know.
Oh no.
This is why I didn't want to do this.
I mean, I'll chuck up, and I mean, it's a good thing you weren't underwater when this was happening, I suppose. I'll chuck out a name. I'll chuck out a thing just for a fucking saving grace. You can
Yeah.
do a wisdom check straight. That's a 9. I will say that you remember the first 3 letters.
That's a good-
Off.
Good thing we bought 2 diamonds, eh?
Where
We
are they?
need
Out of
to
curiosity?
be-
Oh, they're in the back.
Okay, cool.
Oh no.
You say you remember the first 3 letters?
Off. Yeah, I believe, right?
No, E-I-L. Ale.
Sorry.
You're thinking of the daughter.
I think of the daughter. I get it.
I think Abraham was thinking of the daughter as well.
Yeah. Alora. I don't know.
How do I rule this? I think I've been very fair here.
Yeah, you have been very, very
I
fair.
think you just gotta let it happen.
Can I just say this is why I said I didn't want this. I didn't want you to do this.
You have at your disposal right now a way to find out, as long as you know things. But I'm not going to say what it is.
I know what it is.
You know, there might have been someone that was stood with us while all this was happening as well.
Yes. Oh yes. I turned to the bodyguard.
How is she reacting?
What? I turned to the bodyguard. What is Oberon's wife's name?
Alfera, I think.
Aelfera.
Alfera.
Aelfera. I'll say Aelfera.
You see the door. You see the
Lock
bag
the
unlock.
exits.
She's like looking at fucking like, what the fuck?
I grab both Oberon and Joyce, pull them out.
Climb out the back.
I slap both of them as hard as I possibly can.
We don't seem to be.
They are
too
still
far into
conscious.
No, I'm still slapping them as hard as I can anyway.
Why are we still on dry land?
Two things. One, I completely forgot your wife's name, and I probably will again. I'm a Goliath of faith, not a Goliath of remembering. Second, Have you seen how far this water stretches?
We're just going down.
Yes. If it's in the centre of the lake, that's a mile walk. And guess what? I can't walk fast. And guess what? That's water.
So there may have
Oh,
been
man, I
holes
think-
in our plan.
That might occur to me. I hadn't thought about it. Oh, Abraham has a 7 feet fucking move speed in water.
Yeah, but he just
Which is
needs to
difficult.
sink, right?
Yeah, but it's still a 7 foot. And I don't think that counts. I think you have to.
It's fine. He just needs to sink.
It's difficult terrain
There
otherwise.
is no way that our plan could have been this flawed.
The guard is
We're
like
not
fucking.
stupid people, right?
We are very intelligent.
Anyway, before we even think about going any further, we need to obtain transport to said middle of lake.
While Abraham is saying this, you just hear Orban go and start trying to climb back into the bed.
You just see Abraham, the 5 fingers come up once again. Slap.
Oh, God.
I imagine you'd see Sassus walk over to probably Zoy's if that's happening, amusingly. Did the Lord bang his head on this adventure you guys have been on?
What?
Did Lord Oberon bang his head on the adventure you guys have been on?
Well, he has died.
He's done nothing but.
He is died.
She gives it like a nod of understanding. Ah, I see. Just like walks to Stad's guard again.
Now then, Oberon, please, can we think this more through?
I don't want to. Honestly, I don't want to. I wanna climb into my bag and I want to suffocate.
That's a very real moment.
That was not a sentence I ever thought I would hear from me, let alone. Okay.
It has been said.
I bet you're getting morbid, man. You guys are weird.
And whose fault is that?
Not mine. I'm an innocent DM. I've never subjected your characters to anything awful.
Oh.
Flashback starts. Okay, so what's the plan of action here? I sense there's going to have to be something.
Okay, I'm going to suggest is, I'm going to turn to Zois and say, Zois,
Whoa.
look, this is Abraham looking quite annoyed here. Whereabouts in the lake did she say it was?
Oh, the middle.
In the middle. Okay. So, guys, would it be a good idea for us to, get a lake to the middle?
How far
Get a
down do
boat
we
in the
have to
middle?
go, though?
He's always like scratches his head and just goes,
The middle.
The middle?
The middle.
The middle?
The middle man.
Like the middle of the depth as well? Oh, very middle. Middle?
The middle.
The middle?
The middle.
The middle? Is there a rowboat nearby?
You would see. Give me a perception check.
Perception. 16.
Imagine you see a little hut. Out. Like, you see a sign above it. It says rowboats, then the number 4, and then you see after that it's the word sail, but as in like a boat sail.
hilarious.
I draw my shield and my gun because that looks like one of them there spiders. And I'm going to edge my way in.
Okay. What you do see is, how do I describe this? There is a dwarf standing behind the counter. Well, I say standing behind the counter. It seems to be part of the counter. Because on top, from his top half, He's wearing a sailor's outfit. Full on fucking bandana, stripes, you know, very much the stereotypical, if you've ever watched like an 80s movie about fucking sailors.
Mhm.
And he's got a fake parrot on his shoulder. And mounted around his waist is what looks like a replica boat. It is like, imagine it going up in front of him. Mounted to that is the till. And it's movable. He's walking around with the till on top of his, like, basically on this, like, portable boat. Good day, mateys! Are you here to sail the Great Lake?
Oh God.
I'm checking for webs above his head.
There are no webs.
I like edge towards the guy and I like run my shield above him.
Are you giving me some shade from the sun? Thank you, my lad. It is boiling hot in here. It's kind of just normal temperature, and it's not really hot because it's got
I
volcanic
God.
turn to
clouds.
the other two. Safe. He's safe.
What is it that you come in to desire? Do you want a surfboard? Do you want a ship? Do you want to have the luxury cruise?
We need someone to get us to the center of the lake.
What is happening?
Oh,
Quick,
I
I
see. I see. Would this be for all four of you, or?
I would say yes.
It might be best
Well-
if Shazza stays here to look after Grant. The horse.
Yeah, if Saber might be a good idea doing that, man.
She gives a cut bow. I've guarded my life, my lord.
I wouldn't go that far. No offense, Grant.
The horse looks sad. Well, for the three of you, I can offer two options. I can get you a nice longboat. Well, longboat's wrong. More like kind of a. What's the fucking. It's not canal. That's not the right word.
Canoe?
Canoe. Yes, like a canoe for three people.
I'm intrigued what the luxury cruise is, if I'm honest.
Well, would you like to see it? How about me then? He takes you to, and you're surprised you didn't see it, but presumably you can approach from the wrong side of the building. Do you know pedalos, like the duck ones?
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's a pedalo with 3 sets of pedals, and it's a huge swan.
I just look straight
I
at
don't-
the other two. And I'm like,
This-
pointing, pointing between us and the boat, you know.
This is our luxury cruise. She gives a pat. This has been a long-standing member of our crew. It has served us strong.
I'm back. Sorry.
It is good for the fierce waters of this lake. By the way, if you look at the lake, it's completely fucking still. There's like mountains on the other side of the lake, so there's obviously no wind that's coming from it.
Amazing.
I would love to see someone surfing on this. Honestly, they're just standing on a surfboard in the middle of the lake.
Just
mean,
like
as I said,
drifting with the
he-
like very minor wind.
He's offering surfboards, and there are people just kind of just paddling along. You know, just looking a bit
Fattest
miserable.
fucking resort you've ever seen.
It's like a Butlins in Grimsby.
Get-
Oh fucking hell, that's pretty funny. How much for the luxury cruise?
I can slaps the top of it. Offer this bad boy for, I'd say,
Another
half an
cruise.
hour. I'll take a gold.
Jesus.
What if
Ten
it's
gold?
What if it's not back in time?
Well, I'm generous. I'll just increase it to the next half an hour slot.
Sorry, you said that and I just look over at Twitch chat and Reaper
How
says,
much is
"Murder
the longbow?"
time."
So
You know
again,
what?
I just look over at chat and Reaper says murder time as you say that.
How much for the longboat?
the longboat, I can give you that for, I'd say, 5 silver for half an hour.
We're taking the longboat.
I've got to be honest, guys. If he's charging us for half an hour, I think we just swim. it's gonna take us a bit longer, but there's no way we're getting in and out of that place in half an hour. Let's be realistic. I know it sounds
Oh.
insane coming from a guy that tried to kill himself in a bag of holding.
I can do you a bulk discount on this one. He points to the big duck. 10 gold for the day. No increases, no nothing. You bring it back within the day, I'm happy. Hell, even even if you bring it back late tomorrow morning, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm giving them the look. Peddler for 3? Before they even respond, I'm handing over the 10 gold.
Oh,
I give him
Yeah.
a platinum piece.
Why, thank you. Oh, platinum. It's been a while since I held one. Well, come in, sign some documents, leasing this out to you. I'll, make sure I don't get damaged if I request. Damages will be paid, upon return, but when we look at this lake, I don't think there's anything that could damage it in there.
Yes.
I have sailed those waters for many years. You didn't have to worry about that.
So there's no beasties in the water.
No.
You had to,
So convincing.
You had to think about that.
Well, there is one I can tell you about. Have you ever heard of the mystical dragonfish?
Dragonfish.
It has been
Come
spotted
on.
through these waters over the years. It's a friendly fish. They said that their eggs are worth a fortune.
Is this the Loch Ness Monster?
Maybe. I do
Oh,
not know,
God.
but I mean, if you want to go searching for it, I can lend you that equipment as well.
What,
You
you
have
scuba
equipment
gear?
for.
No. He goes in and he pulls out a variety of trinkets that, I mean, going to Oberon's look, obviously you've worked with trinkets and such. This is junk. Like, you think there's a compass with like a fucking magnifying glass strapped to it with a point, like looks like a kind of a permanent markers, like put in way too monster.
You make these yourself by any chance?
I did because I am a foremost
He's
expert
so happy.
in the dragonfish.
Fine work you've done here, but for now I think we'll just take the peddler.
It's too nice for us.
Okay.
Too good. Too good.
If you do spot the pictures of it will be worth a fortune. Well, I say pictures, art.
The portraits.
It's okay,
Yeah.
I can take pictures.
Oh
Remember,
my
that's a thing
God.
I can do. I pick up a rock. I've got this.
Let's do it.
I think I still have that selfie of me and the dragon.
Oh my God.
Well, I should bid you happy sailing, and hopefully you return back to.
It's the
He like, looks like on the
happiest
fucking side of the shop because he
sounds-
cannot remember the fucking name.
It sounded like there was going to be more to that, but it just kind of ended.
There you go. He comes back. He like looks out at the sign. You suspect this sign maybe has changed names a couple of times. Boats for sale.
Aha.
Yeah. God. Gentlemen, not to put a bummer on this, but I have to go.
I think we've reached a good end point, to be fair.
Yeah. The Pedlo adventures await.
The Peddler of Destiny.
Oh.
I think we should carve the name into the back of it.
It'll be worth the damage.
Oh, I can't believe we're going on Pedlo.
Before we go down there, let's all just take note of what the password for the bag is.
Oh yeah, hold on, let me write that in my list.
I hand out some small pieces of paper and some pens. Here you go. Elfera. I also realised I forgot to tell that kid what password I put in his suitcase. And he's almost never going to guess it. Because I forgot what it was. It was pixie dust. There's no way.
Nice.
There's no way he ever figures that one out. So good luck to him.
It's a DC to like fucking 50. Just trying to pick it open.
Right. That is me, gents. I have to go.
No worries.
Toodly
Been a
pips and
pleasure.
goodbye.
And to the Strem, when will our next one be? It'll be on the 10th of March.
Well, hey, chaos reigns.
Yes. Hopefully less climbing in bag of holdings.
Oh. It'll be fun next session. It's going to be really fun next session.
Yeah, we're gonna do something instead of more
Yeah.
shopping.
Hey, don't diss the shopping.
Indeed.
Well,
Have we finished the stream?
Luca's gonna have to try and pack in all the horrible shit for us next time. So
Hmm.
I never.
he's had like 2-3 weeks without it. But yes, the next one's on the 10th. Goodbye.
Bye.